right? So if it's at the mountain, all the entities, the energies, the spirits that lie within that mountain, if that mountain was used as a battlefield before, all of that is going to come into effect. If it has its own animals and its own wild animal, all of that is going to come into effect.
Because the spirit world is, there's no time, everything is happening instantaneously, right?
Exactly. Everything is as is. And here you are as a vulnerable, open person, a vessel that is just open to receive any and everything, literally. That's why when you journey, it takes you through different journeys, because half the time it's not you. It's all of these things that are manipulating your energy and your field and your spirit, and then getting through to your ancestors eventually. Now, what makes it even worse is if you're going to venture into something that has been commercialized and is being sold by someone who is not ancient, someone who has not been initiated in it, because that's what we are finding. If I'm initiated in plant medicine, my great-grandfather would have told me this is how you prepare the mountain. But not only just prepare the mountain, this is how you ask for permission from the mountain. You have to ask for permission from the space first. This is how you ask permission from the mountain, from the space, from the gods, from the entities or whatever, so that people can come in as a collective. And how you prepare for a private one-to-one and a group session is two different things, because you're dealing with multiple people at the same and energies at the same time. Then as a spiritual person, when you are trained on how to work with multiple energies, you are able to contain the space. So if you commercialize it, you don't know how to contain the space. The space is contaminated.
The intention and the whole spirit that represents
it filters through.
It loses its value.
That's why I said intention is not enough alone, because you are going into something that has been sold good by someone who has bought it from wherever. And so I can profit with this, and I can sell it good in this market and in this way, and they go off it and they package it beautifully for profit and for so-called westernized spirituality. You go into the space, you are unguarded, you are not protected, and then what happens? Entities filter into your spiritual field, into your ancestral field, and at most these entities have been trapped for a long time. We summon them. It's a summoning. Any gathering that has more than 2 people is a summoning. Whether we voice it out, whether we chant, whether we pray, by just being together. That's why social spaces, even at a restaurant, when it's packed, you can feel it. If you're a spiritual person, it's a summoning of entities. Even in a restaurant, even in a marketplace, it's a summoning. We are not saying anything. We don't know each other. We are interacting differently or just moving around, but it's a summoning. There's entities amongst us waiting for the lowest vibrational person to sit on.
Oh, wow. I was watching this video. It's interesting you saying that. That's deep. I was watching this video, I think it was in Haiti or Cuba, in which, you know, they're doing ceremonies and they go around, and the youngest, the most vulnerable one, all of a sudden was possessed. And then they saying that they summoned the spirit of the water. But once she got possessed, you can see this male character has taken over this female body, and then he start dancing in a very muscular way. And after like 10, 15, 20 minutes, he goes around and then he lies down, he starts picking up a cigarette. And then he lights up, and she lights up, she's a child, but she lights up a cigarette and she smokes. But you can see is another entity inside her. But they saying that that's the spirit of the water. I'm like,
no.
How is that possible? How is that possible? That could be a spirit of a water when it comes up and smokes. And he felt like somebody that lived this planet before, who exists in a different domain, which cigarettes not available. It's like, I need some cigarette today. Where can I get that? Oh, my family, they're still alive somewhere. Let me just, they're calling me. Let me just go possess somebody and smoke weed. Cigarette. That's exactly how it felt when you see the whole scenery. But because of the rituals, and because of we make spirituality in the Western world very posh and very unbelievable, inaccessible, and people are not connected spiritually like that, so they can't express spirituality. So because of that, when somebody is saying things like, oh, he's just here to smoke cigarette, people think it's a joke, but it can be the fact. You know what I mean?
Yes. So in such cases, we then have to go into a simple teaching of ascended and descended ancestors.
Say it again.